Hola a todo el mundo y bienvenido a mi canal. Yo me llamo Siré. Soy una abogada afro-latina licenciada practicando la ley criminal, pero como todos ustedes, a mí me fascina cuando estamos hablando de casos de crímenes reales. En este video vamos a hablar del caso de Shawn Willis. Si quieren más video en español, nada más dime allá abajo. Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Desiree. I'm a licensed and practicing Afro-Latina criminal attorney who, much like the rest of you, has a severe fascination with true crime cases. Listen, today I have a rather short video for you guys, but it was an interesting case and I wanted to talk to you guys about it nonetheless. This is a case of a teenager who kind of got really upset with his mother merely because he couldn't have his way. This case ultimately ended in a plea agreement and the teenager took accountability. But the facts of what happened here were just so astonishing that I wanted to share it with you guys nonetheless. This is the case of Shawn Willis. Back in April of 2020, Shawn was merely 16 years old, and he had become enraged with his mother, who was 38 years old at the time, because his mom took his cell phone. Despite the fact that Shawn was arguing back and forth with his mother because he wanted his cell phone back, she just ignored him and she went upstairs and prepared for bed. While Shawn's mother, Sandy, was laying in bed peacefully and completely oblivious to what was going to happen next, her 16-year-old son, Shawn, grabbed a gun that was unsecured in the home and shot her in the head 2 times. After Shawn shot his mother in the head 2 times, he then got the cell phone that he was so desperate to have, called his girlfriend, and told his girlfriend that his mother was laying in bed and covered in her own blood. Later, and with the permission of Shawn's father, police interrogated Shawn and he confessed to the murder, stating that his mother was taking his cell phone away and that was preventing him from calling his girlfriend, so he got upset. Ultimately, 16-year-old Shawn was charged with first-degree murder. As I stated previously, this was going to be a rather short video, so let me tell you what happened. 5 years later, and in this year, 2025, Shawn decided one day, prior to a trial that was commencing, that he wanted to accept accountability, and he pled guilty to second-degree murder in exchange for a 30-year sentence. The plea and sentencing occurred in this case in August, so just last month, and I saw it, so I wanted to share my opinions about it with you guys. After being notified by the parties that Shawn intended to enter into a guilty plea, but before accepting and sentencing Shawn, the court heard from his family members. First to speak was Shawn's father, Jeremy, and what he had to say was just so heartfelt.
I'm sitting here in this courtroom broken, hearted, and torn. You were very selfish in so many ways. You took my wife, the woman I was supposed to grow old with, and I'll never get a chance to experience that with your selfish act. You took your brother's mom away with your selfish act. JJ doesn't have his mom no more. He always called her for advice, vent to, or just to talk to. JJ will never hear "I love you" or "have a good day" from his mom again. Dylan can't go and hug his mom for comfort. Dylan will never hear "I love you" again from his mom again. He will never hear his mom's voice again. With all that said, I won't be able to finish raising my son Shawn, and JJ and Dylan both won't be able to play or grow with you. Not only have you taken my wife, you've taken your brother's mom, a sister, a daughter, a sister-in-law, a daughter-in-law, a best friend, and a wonderful, loving, happy, caring person. On April 2020, we lost 2 family members. I love you, but I do not agree in any way, shape, or form on what you have done. Mom didn't deserve what you have done. She battled cancer and beat it for all of us. I hope at some time you realize what you have done, how much you have messed up, not only JJ, Dylan's, or my life, but all the other lives that was impacted with this. And you've also messed yours up too. At the start of this, I said I was brokenhearted and torn because I say that this is a bitter and sweet moment. I am glad justice is being served for Mom. I am sad because of who done it. I have no words to close the statements. All I can say is that I love you. I miss who you was. I love and miss Mom, and I hope you understand who you took away and what you have done. Thank you.
Jeremy, when he spoke, basically reassured his son that he still loved him, but he was just devastated by his son's actions. I say it a million times and you'll hear me like a broken record, but hear me say it again. It does not matter what a family member does. It is hard to just not love someone anymore. Emotions are involved. I'm sure he wishes that his son did not kill his wife. I'm sure he wishes he had both his son and his wife back, as he said. But that is his dad. So I think it was very sweet for him to take the time and address his son and let his son know that I still love you. But what you've done just has broken my heart. After his father, Jeremy, spoke, his brother, Lucian Willis, and I hope I'm pronouncing that right, but he did the same.
My name's Lucian. I am Shawn's older brother. You will never grasp the pain that you caused. You didn't just take a life, you took our mother, the strongest woman I've ever known, and my best friend, my anchor, the person that I needed most. She fought through so much, including breast cancer, just to be here with us, and you took her away. You took away the future of any of my children that I might have, their grandmother. You took away a mother, a wife, a friend, a daughter, a sister, all in one moment. Every day I ask myself, what gave you the right to choose who lived and who died? What gave you the right to take her from us? I stand before you in court, not for closure, but to make it abundantly clear that the brother I once knew is gone. The person you are now is a stranger, and that bond is broken forever. There will always be a part of me that remembers the good times because that's how Mom raised us. And the person you became and the actions you took has forever changed my view. Again, you took more than a mother, you took the family's peace, and that is something you will never undo. With all that said, and after everything she did, not only for me and everyone else, but especially for you, Shawn, what reason do you have for this? I don't want excuses. All I want is the truth from you. Why?
Lucian was a little harsher on Shawn, but rightfully so. Lucian stated that he didn't recognize this version of his brother, but he missed the version of his brother that he grew up with, the one that he knew, and the one who would never do something as treacherous as this. These are probably words that Shawn needed to hear. So kudos to Lucian for being strong, being brave, and just telling his brother exactly what he felt. Following Lucian, Shawn's uncle and Eddie's brother spoke to the court next.
This is a victim's impact statement for Darlene Fields, who couldn't be here today. Darlene and me and her sister, your mom, we all grew up together, elementary school, knew each other our whole lives. She just ended up happening to marry my brother and have children with him. For 27 years, Sandy was more than just my friend. She was my sister, my heart, my safe place in this world. We grew up together, weathered every season of life side by side, and shared a bond that only comes once in a lifetime. Losing her has broken me in ways I can't fully explain. Losing her in such a violent way at the hands of her own son has left a wound that will never heal. Sandy loved her children more than anything. Excuse me. She would have given her own life to protect her children, and tragically, one of them took it from her. That truth is devastating. She didn't deserve to die, especially not like this. She deserved peace, love, and the chance to grow old with people she cherished in her life. Sandy was a light in a dark place and stood by me through my hardest moments, lifted me when I couldn't lift myself, and gave me friendship that shaped who I am. We shared laughter, tears, secrets, and dreams. And now all I have are memories and pain knowing I will never get another moment with her. Her death has shaken everyone who loved her. The betrayal, the heartbreak, and the silence left behind is more than grief. It's a daily struggle to accept that someone so full of life and love is gone forever. I will carry her memory for the rest of my life. I will speak her name, honor her love, and never let the world forget the beautiful soul she was. She deserves so much more, and I will miss her more than words could ever say. Signed, Darling Fields.
At first, Eddie read a statement on behalf of someone else. They didn't tell who exactly the other person was, but I would have to assume that that was Eddie's wife. He choked up when reading the statement. His statement was the most emotional out of all of them. It was heartfelt. He just was at a loss for words. It was sad. But I'm glad he got the courage to say it nonetheless. And after he read the statement, he provided a statement of his own.
This is for me. Something that can't never be taken back has happened. 1 John 1:9 says, if we confess our sins, he is faithful and just to forgive us our sins and cleanse us from all unrighteousness. I don't agree with what you did, but I love you and I forgive you. And take care of yourself.
Eddie's statement was really short. He got to the point. Much like Shawn's father, Eddie expressed his love for Shawn, but his disappointment in him. After all of his family members spoke, Shawn decided to provide a statement of his own.
First and foremost, I want you to know that I love y'all and I miss y'all. Today I'm taking responsibilities for what I did to Mom. I could not imagine what a child would do to y'all. To every single one of y'all. And Dylan. I just couldn't put y'all for that. I made a mistake in life. And I'm sorry. I know y'all want to know why. Here and now, I can say I'm sorry. I will write to y'all and talk to y'all about why. I hope that you are open to a relationship in the future.
As you can see, in his statement, Shawn expressed his remorse for what he had done. He apologized to his family profusely, and he also said that he was going to write them and hoped that they would like to reconnect with him at some point. The reason I wanted to talk to you guys about this case, despite the fact that it ended in a plea agreement, and I told you guys at the beginning it was going to be a short video, is because it was just sad. For a 16-year-old to even think of murdering his own mother over a cell phone is just asinine. 30 years is a long time. And it's my understanding that based on the agreements of the parties, it's 30 years flat time. So he's doing all 30 of those years. When Shawn gets out, because he's 21 years old now, he'll be 51. And he's still young enough, or he'll still be young enough at that time to relive his life and have an opportunity that he took from his mother. It's unfortunate that his mother had to die for Shawn's stupidity. And it's unfortunate that his family members are going to have to live with the losses of both Sandy and Shawn. As I said to you guys in the beginning, this was going to be a rather short video, but I wanted to talk to you guys about it nonetheless. This case was rather interesting, and it was really saddening, and it was just ridiculous, quite frankly. But I want to hear your thoughts, so let me know all of your thoughts down below. What do you think about Shawn's actions? What do you think about the 30-year stipulated sentence? What do you think about what his family members said at the sentencing? Just let me know anything it is you want to let me know down below. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Until next time, y'all take care.